But no, it's in perfect symbiotic. It's like, no, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's actually bringing out the glow. So, how y'all ladies doing?
Good.
All right. Good. Very good. That's what's up. My name is Leaf Blanco. That's what they call me. You know, I'm the chef for this Sex Gumbo masterpiece. I want to thank you for taking the time to let me interview you ladies. Basically, the first topic is love. So I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe you could define it individually, or you could be a tag team duo. All right, the first question is, how would you define love? How would you define sex? And what's the similarities and differences between the two? You could choose whoever want to define which one could, speak up first.
I got a perfect hand-me-down right here. Good. But I want to give you a chance to say something too. My definition is, love is emotional, sex is physical. The similarities that you can use, you can tie love into sex because you can make it emotionally physical. But sex can be just physical or emotional. That's really the difference between the two, to me.
Well, I think love is like a bond between two people. Like true love would be like unconditional. Like if my partner or whatever was to change themselves, like I was like do something wrong or something, like I would still love them, but it depends like what you do with that,
That's cool. Alright, so have you ever been in love, each of you guys? Can you tell me like a story of the first time you fell in love and how it felt, like the person, how old you were, and maybe like, some type of bond. It doesn't have to be, it could have been a crush that maybe the first time you might have been 8 years old, or it might have been, something that's more real. But that's the first time you fell in love. How did you feel?
Well, I knew this guy, and I met him, and when we went out, we didn't really know each other that well, but I just thought, well, when we go out, we get to know each other, and I feel more comfortable with him, but that didn't work out, so I ended up breaking up with him. But then the next year, I made a friendship with him and everything, and then we ended up going out again. And I actually, in the first relationship, I would say, oh, I love you, just because he would tell me that he loved me, but I didn't really feel it. And then the next time that we went out, I actually felt closer to him. It wasn't just physical, it was a friendship as well, and I trusted him and everything. So.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I felt
like I loved him.
Yeah. How old was you?
I was 16.
16. But it felt real. So do you still love that person?
Yeah, not the same though. Not in love, but I love him as a person.
That's real. I mean, what about you?
I honestly don't think I've been in love yet, for some reason. I feel bad saying that because I'm thinking about the one person that you would think that I was in love with, but I don't think I was in love with him. I mean, I loved him, but in love, I don't know. I mean, I said it, but it wasn't real. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That's really all.
So how did you know that you wasn't in love? If you wasn't in love, how did you think you would feel?
If I were in love?
Yeah.
I would feel like I can trust the person. I would feel like I'm comfortable with the person, but I just didn't feel any of the two. I would try to make myself think that I loved him or think that I'm comfortable and think a whole bunch of stuff, but in the end, when you sit down and look at it, it just wasn't there. That's really it.
That's real. I mean, so if you were in love with somebody, how do you think you would feel? I guess what are some of the feelings that you had?
Well, I go by hugs, which is real corny, but if I hug you and I could feel tingly, butterfly little situation, then that's a like. And then I think it's building. I think it's little things that count. So if you feeling a certain way by little gestures, then that's gonna lead to something big eventually. So
have you ever fell out of love, I guess? I mean, have you ever like had a negative feeling like where you kind of like broke up with somebody adversely? Like, how did that feel? Or like, how did that go down? Was it like nasty, or was it just like communicable? I don't know.
Wait. You said like woke up with somebody?
Yeah, not like a breakup, but fell out of love. Like, not even really breakup, but just like, I guess it could be a breakup, but you know, more like falling out of love. Like, how would that make you feel? Because sometimes when you break up, even though you might not have been in love with that person, you may have had a strong connection, and it may have, you know, made you feel another type of way rather than feeling good and all fuzzy. It might have made you might have been angry, you might have been like sad, like I don't know. I just it's a question.
Well, the process of me falling out of love with the person I said I was in love with, it was from separation because he had moved, and we would go from talking every single day to then talking like every other day and every week, and then it started getting to, he didn't call me, so now I'm not gonna call him, and blah blah blah, and then it just started getting into drama because the drama made me kind of fall out of it because we were seeing sides to each other that we never seen before, and yeah, and the separation.
The separation.
Time is like pulling us apart.
That's real, because a lot of times you're in love with somebody, like you could be there, but when you're separated, it's different. What about love, obsession, and infatuation? I think it's a tie between those. How do they relate to love, if do they? You know, like love, obsession, and infatuation and obsession. Like, what's the connectedness between those three terms, if you could define them?
In all three, it starts off somewhere. It starts off as a small liking, but obsession, of course, goes overboard. Regular love is just, comfortable for the both of y'all. And what was the last one?
Infatuation.
Infatuation is a little bit of lust and a little bit of love.
That's real. I mean, it's simple. It's not too hard. I mean, y'all got pretty good heads on your shoulders to be such young, bright ladies. You know what I mean? That's I see y'all. Yeah, at Temple. I mean, it's supposed to be that Temple. DC. I mean, Maryland. Connecticut. You New York, Connecticut, and New York. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got a real good mix of. It's more questions. I mean, I don't have them here, but I don't want to take a lot of your time. I know you had to go somewhere, but maybe we can continue this another time.
A lot of stories.
I guess. Yeah, I ain't going to get into it. But thank you for your time. And if you can just give me say sex gumbo for the camera and
Sex gumbo.
Sex gumbo.
Thank you, ladies.